All right, so you need some water. There, that takes care of that. So you're back online. I didn't really want you to build that. But I guess whatever. So that gets us that. That'll get me plastic. This gets me steel down here. So we're going to assume that this is not going to eat an entire thing of iron, because it probably won't. But we are going to assume that this is going to eat an entire thing of iron. But we're not going to give it a whole thing of iron. We're going to give it half a thing of iron, and we're going to give this half a thing of the same iron. That's not who you should have been feeding. Ah, there goes the faceless. You're going to get a thing of steel. And do that. But here's the challenge. You're going to output something that I have no bus space for. Right? Because you're going to not exceed that. So maybe it's on this side that I push it half a thing out. put a half bus out here. Or I anticipate that I'm going to be upgrading these belts, and I just reserve this space. I have to decide what half a bus is, or half a thing is. Yeah, I'm going to do this anyways. Even though I'm going to be clever in the other regards. I could be clever in the other regards. I'm not gonna. We're gonna line you up with the outside of this. And we're going to establish a new bus. And that new bus is going to be this. It's going to have a gap of 2, and it's going to go right here. And it's going to have to deal with this. And it's not going to deal with it very well. What are you going to be? So you're going to be this. You are going to be these electronic components, and you're going to be a problem for me because I can't get through that. Unless I do that. Well, whatever, huh? We're not here for pretty. Or I just leave this whole column alone and just go here. Stop that. Okay, I'm good with this. Still not going to give you a whole bus. So you want a whole thing of iron, and I'm just not going to spend that much on you. Now, this was an exercise to give me a feel for how far this needs to be. So from here, regardless of vertical alignment, this is where I want that to be. You are going to be iron. I need a steel thing here. You're gonna be steel plate. That's great. I need both of these. Also, you are iron beam. And as an iron beam, you go there. Steel beam is going to go here. I don't know what's... Yeah, that's probably just going to be more iron. Are you steel? Yeah, you're steel. What else is in here? That's wood, that's plastic, that's coke, that's coal. Power's fine. Steel beam, that's your output. Steel plate, that's your input. That's fine. Except for that's not accurate. That is... We're good. Plastic there. Steel. Well, I actually have room for things there, but I think that's where like sulfur and batteries are gonna go. If I bring those down. Oh, I'd already decided to do this. But I think I'm not gonna do this. But batteries are gonna go here. Batteries will come from here, roughly. I don't see me bringing sulfur down, but... well, let's check the recipe book. Sulfur. Text plates, I don't care. Explosives. I am going to make explosives because I need to make rockets. So, sulfur is coming down. Yeah. So, sulfur is going to come down here, not that. If I ever get that right, I'll have room for one more thing. Not that I know what that is. Good. When that converts to a red belt. That will continue. All right. At this point, maybe I can get to green circuits sometime this century. Holy butts. Green circuits. All right. I should be able to make green circuits right here. I mean, after all, how hard can it be? We're going to assume that we are going to get some green circuits right here. Now, what do you call them? Electronic circuits. How popular is electronic circuits? Well, excluding my flags. There are turrets, speed modules, locomotives, assemblies, poison caps, constant accommodators, defender caps. All right, I need 2 rows or 2 columns of this. I don't know where I'm going to put my red circuits from there, but maybe I'll put red circuits over here. Maybe I'll put my green circuits over there and put my red circuits here. Oh, I'm not making inserter parts anywhere. I thought that's what I was making there. Damn it. Well, that kind of messes things up. Because I definitely need more than one of these. But well, did I look at inserter parts and decide that I didn't want to make them? It's sticks and wheels, so it's taking quite a bit off there. No, I had decided that I was going to make them. I just skipped it. Or is that inserter parts? Oh, that's inserter parts. I hadn't gotten to electronic components, that's why. All right, okay, I'm in much better shape now. This is supposed to be inserter parts, not electronic circuits. Yeah. Although I have room to do that stuff here, I'm concerned I'm going to need to invent something right there, and I'd rather leave that empty. This is my, yeah, I'm going to need to put something there eventually. But then I've got to figure out where to put electronic circuits. I've already got plastic slated for here on this side. What are the other things those electronic circuits need? Glass and silicon. Now those are already on that side, so I'm 99% certain that this is where red circuits are going to be made. And that means electronic circuits are going to be made. And that means that green circuits are not going to be here. Might as well put them here. Electronic circuits and red circuits, or electronic components. Red circuits. Clean up all that garbage. As far as recipes goes, it's glass, silicon, and plastic. All right, well, let's make one. This. 2, 2, 2, and out comes 4. So it brings in 6, brings out 4. So it has 3 inputs, equal amounts, and no intermediates. In terms of belts, why is there a iron here? All right. All right, so 10 of them is half a belt. So we'll just do the 10. Starting here, roughly. You have 2 inputs, which I have so much vertical space, I don't care. You have no intermediate and an output. That was unfortunate. Set that to the side, move you here. Put the power pole here. So we're going to give you an input and an input. And we're going to give you an output here and an input here, and here a thing, there a thing, everywhere a thing. If that's where this goes, we're going to need an underbelt here of some sort, although some things will be split here. Might end up doing this here. If that's the case, whatever is here, it's copper, so that's not the right one. Glass goes first, silicon and plastic. All right, so there's glass. I don't know what these things are. That's silicon. So this is silicon. Well, the graphics are okay. So that's silicon. That's glass. And this is plastic. And then we're going to get this as our output. Glass is what I need here. And then plastic is going to come from across. Plastic is listed as right here. Yep. All right. Let's finish this. And we're just going to arbitrarily pick 10. Good, good, good. We're done here. I'm going to have to find some solutions for power here because this is not enough connectivity. That'll work. Okay, good. How many of these little things do I have out here? 2, and they're both over here. That's okay. Green circuits. Green circuits. Get to work on green circuits. What's it going to take to make a green circuit? Oof, that's awfully dark. Actually needs to be 2 above. Mark it as a green circuit. Oh, copper cables. Oh, I forgot about that. The iron plate is direct feed and the wood is direct feed. And it looks like I have the room to do this in the traditional fashion, so I'll do this in the traditional fashion. So in terms of capacity, you are going to do things differently. 8 copper cables for 4 copper plates. So it's still 2 to 1, but it takes you a long time to suck up all that. In terms of a belt, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to fit 10 per belt. Rather have you right there. Actually, I'd rather have you right there. If I follow my model from the other stuff, I would be like this, but slight problem there. What I should have done. Now I've got a good coverage. In terms of output belts, if I have 9 of these, which is what I'm going to have, well, 10 of these, that's going to output half of a belt. I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to need an additional copper belt. So one set of these is already 0.3. 2, 3. So I'm going to be able to build 3 of these, which is going to use 1/3 of an output belt. If I double it and go in the other direction, I'm going to use 1, 2, 3. So that's hardly any iron, hardly any output, and already 2 belts of copper. Really, it's only 0.6. 12 of these is only 0.6. So I need 24 of these. Well, if I go with 20 of them total, what's it going to take for me to get a full belt? So it's half a belt of iron, which is opposite of what I'm used to. It's 3 belts of copper, so I get 20 out of this. So let's engineer this to 20. And let's not do this because it doesn't work for this. So we're going to bring an iron in the middle, is what we're going to do. Because we're going to do this. And because that's only going to need half a belt of iron, so I can feed all 20 off of one belt. And then total, you're going to output 1 belt. So I could smash this together. So you're going to use 3 belts. What would it take to make 4 belts? And can I even fit that here? Assuming I move that out of the way. Well, we're going to need a belt of copper to go past it. Well, like I said, I don't need to move that. That is 40. What's the number that gets me to 3 of these belts? Or 4 of these belts? That is 26. So I might as well just go with 24. So if I go with 24, I've used, I'll get 1.2 belts out of it. Which means that I can take advantage of this. Because you're going to be 0.6 of a belt, you're going to be 0.6 of a belt. You're going to be that. Now I've got 12 here, so that's 6. So I want to do balancing at this point. Might as well do it this way because it's cheaper. A little fatter than I wanted it to be, but there you go. This is going to be an iron pole. Not quite a full iron pole, and you're not quite a full iron there, so might as well. Now you're going to be an output like that. You're slightly over 1 belt, so you'll be 2. Copper. That's going to be a bit of a problem right there. Might as well just break my rules. Also, might as well just pull this full belt of copper right there. And this one. Because even when that goes up to red belt... Oh, no, wait. That's 18, so after 9, this needs to end. That needs to rotate, and this needs to go away. Copper plate, copper plate, copper plate, copper plate. Iron plate. Grain circuits. I don't trust that these are going to fully go away, so I'm going to do this. But I'm going to pull the second ones here. And we'll pull them from the middle and then we'll rebalance. So this is copper. We want to pull from these two in the middle. We're going to pull this one from here. Well, we can't quite do that, can we? All right, so we don't want to pull from the outside. We want to stagger this differently. We can pull here and here, which is going to be 1 and 3. Or rightmost and second leftmost. Then we just do the same thing, but we stagger it 1. And assuming anything survives out of this, we really should run a balancer. All right. I'm going to throw down some red circuits. Now, we're not going to be able to feed a bunch of red circuits, although red circuits are usually pretty massive. And I would like to run another green circuit there. And then I will put the blue circuits in that underneath there somewhere. So most of what I have access to for right now, I've accounted for. So at what point do I start just building, right? Let's figure out how to build some red circuits. And then I'm going to do probably a bunch of landfill here. Get rid of this river, because bummer for you. And then I'll start production down there somewhere. I'm thinking I'm going to put another green circuit here. I don't know that putting red circuits here is a good idea, because I think red circuits are going to take up a huge amount of space. Copper electronic circuits and green circuits. Well, there goes all my green circuits, so that's 4 of them. But this doesn't take any green circuits, but it does take rare metals, which I can't process yet. So I need to feed you with copper, that, and that. If I put my red circuits right here, I have a real challenge to get my green circuits over there. But let's see what this looks like. So this is where you would start. You're not going to be a red circuit, though. You're going to be a copper cable. And then you are going to be a red circuit because that's how it goes. Hey, it's Kick. Well, it's actually a lot of design still. I was just thinking, man, when do I get to play the game? I'll start building stuff. Commercial break. All right, so let's assume that you get made, and let's assume that you get made. What do my ratios look like? That actually puts out a pretty good quantity. 4 seconds instead of 8, which is standard. I mean, it takes a fair amount, but okay. So my ratios here is I'm spot on for what you produce. So 1 to 1 here. That's good. I've got an extra one of those and an extra quarter of those. So that's going to be a bit dicey. So if I want to increase this, I've got to increase this. And then I'm short one of these. So if I increase one of these, I got to increase one of these. Then I'm short one of these, and I'm short a quarter of one of those. So then I want another one of these and one of these. So that's my ratio. 4, 2, 3, 4. So much for all those greens. But what this tells me, what I needed to know was this. This is 3 to 4 ratio, which is garbage. I don't think garbage is the right word for it. I don't have a way to do this. It's going to end up on a bus. That will work. In terms of belts, copper. This is a small amount of copper. We're going to be in good shape here. This is going to output a tiny amount, like not even flatulence level. It's going to need 2 inputs, both of which are tiny amounts. So it'll be split. I don't feel like doing multi-belt setup here because it's just so, the belt amounts are so small.